Hello, welcome to your daily dose of joy. We're here to bring you insightful content to help navigate the complexities of life. If our offerings resonate with you, we invite you to subscribe and join our community. Today, we're taking on a topic that's often shrouded in mystery: understanding and managing feelings of emptiness. It's a journey that can be challenging, but remember, you're not alone. Together, we'll explore, understand, and find ways to manage this often elusive emotion. The sensation of emptiness can be disconcerting, residing deep within us without clear origins. This feeling, like an uninvited guest, can appear out of nowhere, leaving us grappling with its unsettling presence. It's a sensation that's as real as the air we breathe, even though we can't physically touch it or pinpoint its source. What's fascinating, yet also challenging, is that this emptiness isn't a one-size-fits-all experience. It's like a chameleon, changing its hues based on who's experiencing it. For some, it might feel like a gaping hole, while for others, it could be a dull, persistent ache. It could be a fleeting visitor for one and a long-term tenant for another. The important thing to remember is that feeling empty doesn't mean you're broken. It's a universal experience, a shared part of our human journey. Recognizing its presence is the first step to understanding this overwhelming but manageable sensation. Feeling empty may stem from various sources, including loneliness, existential confusion, or a lack of motivation. Let's dive deeper into this complex issue. Emptiness is a multifaceted emotion, with roots that often reach far beneath our conscious understanding. One common cause is loneliness. This isn't just about being physically alone. No, it's about feeling disconnected, adrift in a sea of people, yet feeling untouched by their presence. Then there's existential confusion. It's the feeling of being lost in the grand scheme of things, of questioning our purpose, our place in the world. This vast existential questioning can create a sense of emptiness that feels as vast as the universe itself. A lack of motivation can also lead to feelings of emptiness. When we're devoid of drive or purpose, life can seem colorless, devoid of meaning. It's like being stuck in a perpetual loop of indifference, where days blend into one another without any discernible highlights. Life transitions, too, can trigger this sensation. Think of the hormonal upheavals of adolescence, the seismic shifts of job loss, or the isolating effects of a pandemic. These transitions can leave us feeling unanchored, adrift in unfamiliar waters, grappling with a sense of emptiness that's as disconcerting as it is elusive. Even periods of reflection can stir up temporary feelings of emptiness. In the quiet moments, when we pause to take stock of our lives, we may find ourselves confronted with a void, a nagging sense that something is missing. But it's important to remember that this feeling is not always a signal of something amiss. Sometimes it's just a transient visitor, a shadow that passes with time. However, when emptiness lingers, becoming a constant companion, it's time to pay attention. In some cases, prolonged emptiness may signal underlying mental health conditions like depression, bipolar disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. These are serious conditions that require professional help. If you or someone you know is experiencing persistent feelings of emptiness, don't hesitate to seek support. After all, understanding is the first step towards healing. And that journey begins with acknowledging the presence of emptiness and identifying its potential causes. In some cases, prolonged emptiness may signal underlying mental health conditions. It's essential to consult a mental health professional for accurate diagnosis and treatment. Losing touch with oneself is common, often leading to a persistent sense of emptiness. It's like losing sight of your reflection in a mirror, where you can't quite make out your own features anymore. This disconnection can stem from a lack of clarity about your personal identity, or perhaps from aspirations and dreams that remain unfulfilled. Sometimes, the shadows of unresolved past traumas can loom large, contributing to this feeling of emptiness. Addressing these issues often requires open exploration and, in many instances, professional therapy. Now, let's talk about self-care, or rather, the neglect of it. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, prioritizing others' needs over your own. But this sort of self-neglect can foster a sense of emptiness. You see, it's essential to acknowledge and address your own needs and desires. Ignoring them can lead to feelings of anxiety and guilt. It's like trying to fill a cup from an empty jug. You can't possibly give to others if you're running on empty yourself. Furthermore, let's not underestimate the power of relationships in combating emptiness. We, as humans, are inherently social creatures. We thrive on connection, on shared experiences, on the give and take of emotional intimacy. The quality of your relationships, therefore, plays a significant role in your emotional well-being. A lack of meaningful connections can leave you feeling isolated and empty, regardless of how many people you have around you. On the flip side, strong, supportive relationships can act as a buffer against feelings of emptiness. When you have people in your life who genuinely care for you, who celebrate your victories and comfort you in your losses, it becomes easier to fill that internal void. Emotional intimacy and support from close connections are vital for emotional well-being. In essence, addressing the root causes of emptiness involves reconnecting with yourself, prioritizing your needs, and fostering meaningful relationships. It's about filling that internal void with self-awareness, self-care, and connection. It's about realizing that you matter and that your emotional well-being is worthy of care and attention. While emptiness shares some characteristics with depression, they are not synonymous. This statement is a gateway to understanding the nuanced differences between the two emotional states. Depression is a mental health condition that encompasses a wide range of symptoms. It runs deeper than mere sadness. It's a persistent low mood that affects all aspects of life, from sleep to appetite to energy levels and concentration. It's an overwhelming sense of hopelessness, a disinterest in things once loved, and in severe cases, thoughts of self-harm or suicide. On the other hand, emptiness, while it can be a symptom of depression, is not exclusively tied to it. Emptiness is a feeling of being disconnected or unfulfilled. It's a void that feels like it's swallowing you whole, but without the constant sorrow that depression brings. It's like watching life unfold from the sidelines, feeling numb and indifferent, rather than actively participating in it. It's important to note that while these two states share some overlap, they demand different responses. Depression often requires medical intervention, including therapy and medication. Emptiness, while it can benefit from professional help, might also be addressed by reconnecting with oneself, finding purpose, and fostering meaningful relationships. Both states are valid and real, and neither should be ignored. It's crucial to understand the difference to navigate feelings of emptiness effectively. Acknowledging and addressing emptiness is the first step towards healing. This statement couldn't be truer. Emptiness, like any other feeling, requires recognition and understanding. It's an emotion that's often overlooked or misunderstood, and as such, it's crucial to bring it to the forefront of our awareness. Now, let's talk about the importance of professional help in this process. It's okay to lean on others when we're feeling empty. Therapists, psychologists, or counselors are trained to help us explore the underlying emotions that contribute to our feelings of emptiness. They can provide us with strategies to cope, tailored to our individual needs and circumstances. Think of it as having a personal guide to navigate through the fog of emptiness. They can help us identify emotional triggers, build resilience, and develop healthier thought patterns. It's like having a compass that always points us towards emotional balance. In addition, therapists can introduce us to various therapeutic techniques, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness, or even art therapy. These can be powerful tools in our journey towards healing, helping us reclaim our joy and enthusiasm for life. Remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a courageous step towards self-improvement and self-understanding. Each person's journey is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. With the right support and coping mechanisms, feelings of emptiness can be managed effectively. So, don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help. You're worth it. Persistent feelings of emptiness may lead to distressing thoughts and behaviors. This statement underscores the importance of recognizing when it's time to seek professional help. The internal void you're experiencing might not just be a fleeting sensation, but a symptom of a deeper issue. It's crucial to understand that there's no shame in seeking support, be it from a trusted friend, family member, or a mental health professional. Therapy can be a powerful catalyst for change. It's a space where you can openly explore your emotions, identify your cognitive distortions, and develop effective coping strategies. Therapists can guide you in shedding light on those dark corners of your mind, helping you understand your feelings of emptiness and, more importantly, how to navigate them. Remember, the journey towards emotional well-being doesn't have to be a solitary one. By understanding the underlying causes and addressing them proactively, individuals can overcome emptiness and lead fulfilling lives. Emptiness, though a complex emotion, is not insurmountable. We've explored its possible causes, from life transitions to mental health conditions, and underscored the importance of addressing root causes and seeking help when needed. Remember, emptiness is not synonymous with depression, and there are effective coping strategies available. If you're experiencing persistent emptiness, don't hesitate to reach out to professionals. Thank you for joining us today on your daily dose of joy. Remember, you are not alone in your journey. Stay strong, stay joyful, and until next time.